All right, what's up, YouTube? This is just a mobile video from my phone. I just thought I should just touch up on how I'm up over 100% in the market. Also, where I get my picks from. So right now, this could be my homework right here. This could be my homework for learning on what to put on my watch list. This is what I watch. A lot of people don't watch CNBC because they quote unquote don't know what they're talking about. But if you follow the right people, you might be in a profitable situation. So if you're watching Jim Cramer and you know, I don't know, let me give you an example. Sprint could not get over five. It cannot break $5, or it cannot break six. I think it can break six. Sprint couldn't break six. So no matter how much good news came out, Sprint couldn't break six. But when Jim Cramer said, and when Jim Cramer brought on the Sprint CEO, Sprint spiked in price and blew past six and almost went to $7 that day. I was saying that Sprint couldn't break this, it couldn't break that, but if Jim Cramer pushes this thing, it could be a very profitable situation. And this is what he does. He alerts people on what stock to buy, when to buy it, if it's investable, is it tradable, and how to trade these stocks. I mean, this is just basics. And when they come on the market, there's analysts in the market. A lot of people don't, a lot of them don't know what they're talking about, but at the same time, some of them do. And that's the ones you have to pay attention to. I'm not going to tell you offhand who knows what they're talking about, but if you pay attention to what they're saying and if they have valid points or not, you can always do your research to check up on if they're right, if this position is more profitable than they were saying, or if it could have you in a loss. So anytime you're watching CNBC, watch out for the stocks that you talk about. They're not talking about this because it's for fun. They're talking about this because they have investors in this. They have people buying this for them, or they have people selling this for them. So pay attention. And a lot of times people don't even realize that you can make a lot of money on the top losers because you're buying at the bottom, or you can wait for the bottom to happen and just ride the bounce up, as opposed to buying a top gainer, which is already up, and the upside is very limited because it's already up. But if you buy something that's down and the upside isn't limited because it hasn't even went up yet. So it could be down and then start to go up, and then once it turns green, that's when your upside starts to happen. But you have to make sure that you're buying at a price where the stock has bottomed, because you don't want to be buying in the middle of a breakdown in charts. So let's say a stock is at $5. You bought it at $5, but all of a sudden it's at $4. It's at $4.30. You don't want to be in that position. Make sure that it's at the bottom. Use your charts to your advantage. This is how I'm up over 100% in the market. Typically off of the plays that they're giving me on TV, and also the top losers that I see on Yahoo Finance. It's very simple things. This is not very hard. I mean, it's not hard at all. I don't understand how a lot of people lose money in the market. Maybe because they want to hold these things. They think that the gains will keep coming. I don't want to understand why they do it, because I don't want to put myself in their shoes. But I would say being able to put yourself in a position to win all the time really helps. So RSI is one thing that really helps me to put myself in position to win, because it cuts a lot of risk. So if you don't know what the RSI is, because I have new followers, make sure that you go back and watch my older videos. And I'm just talking about the RSI the whole time. It cuts the risk for you. It lets you know how much risk is there. If there's no buyers there, get in. If there's a lot of buyers there, get out. It's just as simple as that. So this was before I used the RSI. I didn't even know about the RSI until I was watching a Cramer episode, and he typically told or he typically explained to everybody what the RSI means and how it could be used to make yourself very profitable. So I didn't learn about the RSI until I would say midsummer. That's when I first learned about the RSI, and I've been trading since 2014, and now it's 2016, and now I learned about the RSI, and since then, my trading performance has improved a lot. I wouldn't say that much, but it's improved a lot. So I was up 60% then. Now I'm up over 100% now. Now I'm looking to close out on the year 200%. I've only been trading 2 years, 2 years, and my return percentage is almost 200%. That's saying something. This is very easy. You don't have to pay people $14,000 or $10,000. You don't have to pay anybody anything. This information on the internet is free. This information on the TV is very free. Or, you have to pay cable, but anyways, it's very free. All you have to do is listen and learn and put the education that you learned onto the laptop or onto the day trading software that your broker gives you. The only reason I'm up over 100% because I'm using Robinhood. Robinhood is a commission-free broker, and with that broker, I don't have to pay any commission fees, none whatsoever. So I could make a penny if I wanted to. I could make 10 cents if I wanted to, and still be able to profit. And that's the beauties of it. A commission-free broker. I was always looking for a commission-free broker because I was always playing with a small amount of money. So being a college student, as you know, I wouldn't say we're always broke, but our account balances are depleted because we have to pay for books, we have to pay for tuition, we have to pay for Scantrons, we have to pay for just about a lot of stuff on the college campus. And being able to get some return on my money and do that in a timely fashion while I'm in class, that's very fun. So I would be in class making money. I would just be, I would take notes, do other things, and I'm making money. And the teacher wouldn't even know it. He would just think I'm texting or, doing something else. But I would be making money in that, in that class. But, it's all about studying. And if you're not studying your charts and your stocks, it could be very hard for you to put yourself in a profitable situation for these stocks. So make sure you study, make sure you research. I'm talking about go to Investopedia.com and try to understand the chart, such as a head and shoulders. Research that, such as a double top, double bottom, and all, just about a breakdown, a breakout. These are just basic terms. Make sure that you're understanding this because they happen all the time. There's something that happens all the time, and people don't pay attention to it, which is why a lot of people lose a lot of money in the market. You have to study for this. This is like a test. You have to study for this if you want to make money. And I study a lot. Every single day I'm studying. I'm trying to understand what's going on. And after a while, it becomes a second language to you. And when it becomes a second language, you can just look at a stock and understand what's the deal with the stock or understand why it's down, because there's articles that you have to read. Number one, if you want to, hold this thing for more than a week, I suggest you read an article on it and understand why it's down. Or anytime you're holding a stock over 3 days, make sure you read an article before you do it. That way you'll understand what's the deal with this stock. And other than that, guys, take care.